Welcome back to Trails in the Sky 3. I am the TheDarkSeraph. Last time, we fought our way through the Phantasmagoria. Now it's time to square off against all the boss fights that are waiting for us. What should we do, Kevin? Let's do it! I can't thank you two enough for sticking with me till the very end. But if I could, I'd like to ask you for just a little more help. We're up against the Lord of Phantasma, the being capable of changing and reconstructing this entire world according to their whim. It's going to be nasty, and the only way we'll even stand a chance is if we fight together. No sweat, of course. Thank you. Let's go. Right. Welcome. I'm impressed you were able to make it all this way. Rufina, you're damn right we did. For the record, I saw all that happened down in Gehenna from here. I wasn't expecting you to have the will to resist Weisman's proposal. I'll be honest, if Reese hadn't been with me, he might have swayed me. So don't give me too much credit. I'm still the same cowardly loser I've always been. People don't change their ways so easily. Don't say that. You look surprisingly relaxed for someone talking about how hopeless they are. If you have so little confidence in yourself, you might be in for some trouble. Remember, Kevin, if you cannot defeat me, Phantasma isn't going anywhere. You do understand, don't you? Yeah, I know. Worse still, it'll probably start affecting the real world soon. Right now, its effects are limited to Phantasma's own borders, but that might not stay that way forever. Right? What? Seriously? Unfortunately, I think he's on the right track. You noticed. Phantasma has been taking in people's desires for thousands of years now, and is starting to hit the limits of its own capacity. No. I would ask you not to despair at the thought. The real world could be easily influenced by people's wishes and desires. If all the world's population genuinely wished for a better, more peaceful world, maybe it would actually happen. Perhaps being taken over by Phantasma may even be the real world's best interest. Oh, screw that! There's no way that's true. Is that so? No one knows the first thing about life before the Oriel could even believe it would be that simple. And people back in those days were able to make their desires reality using it. All it did was lead people down a path toward ruin and force them to lock it away in order to ensure humanity's future. Letting Phantasma take over the continent would no doubt be a repeat of that same thing. I know you don't believe for a second that's how people should live, Rufina. Even after becoming a knight, you never relied on force to solve problems. You were always thinking about trying to find the best solution. When I was ready to give up on life and wallow in my own despair, you were the one who made me face reality. It was because of you that life doesn't always go the way people want it to. You were strong enough to do that for me. You knew that the only way to make the world a better place was for people to be stronger together and make it that way. It took me falling down to hell with Reese for me to finally realize that, but I did. I realized all over again just how pitiful of a man I used to be. I never stopped to think what your final thoughts must have been when you gave your life to save me. I never stopped to think what would have happened had I done something for my mom instead of running away from her. I just acted like a spoiled brat trying to find a way to be punished because I thought I deserved it. It's taken me a long time to see that, but here I am. You know what, though? I'm fine with it. I'm a long ways off of being able to compare myself to you, but at least I know the direction I should be walking. Maybe if I start walking today, one day I'll actually be able to reach that place where you stand. So that's why I feel like I can finally start accepting myself for how I am. It looks like my attempts to punish you ended up having quite an unintended result. Mind you, Kevin, I wouldn't put me on a pedestal if I were you. The world where we stand in is one affected by the will of those within. If you are convinced that you are inferior to me, how do you expect to defeat me? Well, you're right. Or you would be if you weren't just a copy of her. What? She is. The game's up. I know exactly what you are now. You're the world's core, the reason it can operate autonomously. But you are not Rufina. You're just a copy of my stigma that was made here half a year ago. How? How did you work that out? There it is. Maybe I can't match up to Rufina, but I'm not fighting her, I'm fighting you. I'm not going to lose to my own stigma, and I'm going to set her free from you. So get ready for one hell of a beatdown. Go ahead and try, Kevin Graham, by devouring you, my original. I didn't read that in time. As we speak, my minions are extending a warm welcome to your friends. Should a single group of them all fail, the future will be closed forever. Thy very being, whatever. It's time for the final boss. My name is Anima, and I am this world's center, its core, and its very essence. I guess we've got no choice but to fight. If those are the rules of this game, we'll be happy to play by them. So I can finally take the first true step toward accepting myself. And so all of us can be reunited again. So when we return safely to our world, we are going to defeat you. What's up first? The Patter Matter. Okay.
Take that.
Let's take out those angels first, and then focus on and then just wail away on the Patter Matter.
Hey, over here! What? You yella?
That didn't work.
My love, I give to you.
Do I have healing? No, but he's a powerful caster. I didn't realize that. Oh, you can summon more angels. That's irritating. Ah, death blow, damn it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use a Zeram powder on Annalise there.
Take that.
Patter Matter is down. Up next, the Reverie. Motherfucker! You know, that's a dick move summoning this thing. Genocide. Okay, that's manageable. That's manageable. Especially when I got her with a vital cannon. Okay, the copy of the Oriel isn't as bad, so this is pretty manageable. Because it just went down. It was just a copy of an Oriel. I'm also playing on easy. Oh, for fuck's sake. I feel like this one's gonna be more annoying. Oh, for fucking hell's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Up. Take it.
And there, it's dead. That was annoying. I might as well. God damn, now you are an ugly motherfucker. The ultimate will, born from a copy of Kevin's stigma, manipulates the laws of this world. Summon pillars. Oh, I see how this is gonna go.
Take that!
Let's take out 3 of those pillars. I know he's gonna be protected from those, but the 3 oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Fuck. Fuck!
Hey!
Take that! Oh, blue steel calm in my soul, right upon the
fucking hell! What the frickin' hell?
Take that!
No way.
Jesus, this is not easy.
Go. Infinity Zero.
It's not what I meant to do, but okay.
Wanna see what I got?
Okay.
Goddess bless you.
Okay. Okay, once I got past that, ooh, okay, I don't like that. Yeah, and that's why I did that. I don't even think that affected Joshua. I think I missed him.
No way!
Salary
I'm ready!
Was that it? I don't think so. Oh. Its color changed. Seems like that did it. How did we get here? This is where we fought the Schwarzenritter. This is the place I made with his input for saying farewell. I'm glad it ended up proving to be useful. Oh, Rufina. Back in your old night get-up. You're finally free of the stigma's influence then. I owe that to the two of you and your friends. You deserve a lot of praise for overcoming so much on your way here. You knew what you were up against. You could have given up at any time, but never did. I'm so proud of you. You really are just like I remember. So is the stigma gone? I'm afraid not. It still exists inside of me. Your victory earlier has allowed me to suppress it in there for the time being. But I won't be able to do so indefinitely. It'll recover its power before long if it isn't completely destroyed. But how do we... I'm afraid someone is going to have to destroy it. I want that to be you, Kevin. You can't mean you'll have him kill you. That's right. By killing me, the copy of your stigma will be destroyed as well. This is the only way to get rid of it for good and bring all of this to an end. Doing so should restore Celeste's power. After that, I believe she should be able to return you all safely to the real world. But just let me make sure. There's no other option, is there? This is the only way. Last time you had to do this, you were barely aware of what you were doing. This time, you won't have such luxury. I'm sorry, Reese, but this is reality, and I need him to be the one. I'll say it once more, Kevin. Kill me, and go back to the real world with your friends, as your sister, and as your fellow knight, and as a mother. This is the last thing I'll ever ask of you. It's amazing how someone can be so kind and yet so cruel at the same time. But that's just how you've always been. No, Kevin. I'm sorry, Reese. I'm gonna have to take your sister away from you, not once, but twice. If that's what you have to do, then I'm doing it with you. I don't want to be left behind by you two anymore. I don't want to stand aside and watch you anymore. I've had enough of just waiting. So if this is something that has to be done, then I'm going to do it with you. I'm going to carry your sin with you this time. Thank you, Reese. It's hard to believe you're the same little glutton from 5 years ago. You've grown so much. You ended up studying under Ayn, didn't you? I apparently have plenty to thank her for. Rufina, please. Well, if you're sure that's what you want to do, I hold no objections. I'll leave the decision to you. How can you be okay with this? I should be the one shouldering the burden. Why would Reese... You're a grown man, Kevin. Start acting like one, damn it. It's probably what Ayn would say in this situation. She's not, though. So I want you to go with your heart. You've always had a way with shaking a guy up. Come here, Reese. You can hold the blowgun with me. I never considered that. Apparently, I was even further from my goal than I thought I was. Listen, Kevin. You said earlier that you wanted to try and follow in my footsteps. It's not going to be easy, but it's what I want to do. Well, if it's genuinely what you've set your mind on, I can't stop you. The path I walked was one fought with pain, doubts, and worries. I knew in my heart that there would be no way it was possible to make a world where everyone could be happy. Nevertheless, I dedicated my life to trying to get as close as I could to that impossible goal. Bring it on, I say. I want to follow in your footsteps too. I've never seen two people look more sure of themselves. And if that's what you want, if that's really, really what you want, don't content yourselves with trying to go as far as I did. Go further. Try and reach the places beyond my grasp. Realize the future that I never could. Because I get the feeling the two of you may actually be able to do it. Damn, that's a doozy of a task you're throwing on us at the last minute. But I won't say no. Making it sound so hard just makes me want to pull it off even more. I promise we will. Just don't walk too fast and end up getting tired before the finish line. Kevin, Reese, I think it's about time you pulled the trigger. Yeah. It's okay, Reese. I'm right here with you. Just take it slowly. Easy does it. May Adios watch over you both. Take care of her for me, Kevin. I will. Thank you for everything. Rufina, and take good care of Kevin for me, Reese. Stay close, okay? We will. Forever, so goodbye, Rufina. It's okay, Reese. I'm sure we can do it. I'm sure we can realize her dream and reach the place she was always trying to get. And I'm guessing that when we do, we'll find her there waiting for us. So this isn't the end. We'll see her again. Wake up! Huh? Where are we? Thank Adios. You scared us half to death when you were passed out a second after the battle ended. We fainted? But I imagine she summoned your spirits to an area of her creation, leaving your bodies behind. There you are. Celeste. I felt the return of my power a short while ago. Did something happen? Oh. Actually, I see. She must have been an incredibly strong person. I may have never had the chance to meet her, but she sounds like someone I would have liked to talk to. That being said, there's no longer any time to waste. Now that Phantasma has once again lost its master, it will revert to being unstable once more. This castle will be no exception. I imagine it will disappear before long, unable to retain its current form. The same will likely be true for all planes, even. Only the garden will remain. You're kidding. Why are you surprised, Estelle? We know about how this world works. This was always a possibility. It sure wasn't one I was thinking about. Besides, if you knew all this already, why is this the first time we're hearing about it? We should hurry to the air cell and make our escape. There's no need. I can open the gates of heaven from here. As in the ones in the Testaments. I believe so. To my recollection, they are the counterparts of the gates of Gehenna, connecting the world in which you reside to the heaven above. A replica was prepared for us in the area we stand. I can only assume the one who created them was the woman who bid you farewell, the one who is assimilated with the Lord of Phantasma. I see. Then if we pass through there, we can return to our own world. Precisely. Though perhaps seeing is better than believing, allow me to open the gates. probably right. Well then. Allow us to be the first to take the plunge. Why? At this rate, we're going to be here forever because no one wants to be the first one to say bye and leave everyone behind. What Zen said, so the eldest members of the group, we thought we should be the ones to take the initiative, so to speak. Thanks. You guys are alright. I think nothing of it. This is nothing compared to the kindness you showed me by welcoming me into your numbers despite my past transgressions. Because of you, I was able to achieve something truly important. You have my deepest thanks. Just so you know, you have ours too. I don't know what we would have done without you. We may have to part for now, but I imagine your work will be bringing us together again in the future. I can't wait to see you again. I'm honored you would say so. Should you ever require my services, don't hesitate to call. As for me, well, it was great getting to see you all again. Didn't ever picture us having a reunion like this, but I'm glad it happened. Got that right. I still would have liked to have turned down a few more rounds of duking it out with you, though. Same here. But next time I get some free time, I'll have to pop over to LeBurl and rough you up. Oh, you're all the more welcome to swing by Calvard. Kalika and I would welcome you with open arms. You bet. Well, think that's about everything. Let's go, Colonel. Honestly, now even you've started calling me that. Although I suppose being referred to it in that way by all of you may not be so bad. Perhaps we should take our leave then. You? I feel as though the longer I stay, the less I want to leave it all. It would be best for me to get this done and over with. So this is farewell for now. For now. I was honestly expecting you to hang on a little longer. I'm surprised. Oh, Joshua, you twist my arm, but the pain only leaves me weak with pleasure. How I crave whisking you up as my prince and taking you back with me. Over my dead body, creep. I don't think I'll ever be able to believe this guy's actual royalty. Olivier. Truth be told, I honestly never thought I'd be blessed with an opportunity like this. The thought of it coming to an end is making me uncharacteristically emotional. It's certainly a new side of you. Before I go, I do want you to give me some serious thought about what I said, Shara. While I do realize it was brazen for me to ask, you wouldn't deny me the joy of believing you one day to say yes, would you? I swear, you are unbelievable. Alright, I will. You'll have an answer someday. In the meantime, you better work hard on what you need to do. But of course. What's this all about? I think we're missing something pretty big. Something interesting happened right under our noses. For my part, I would like to thank all of you for all you have done for me. I feel as though this experience has allowed me to improve my swordsmanship. I am truly grateful. I'll have to make sure I don't let you get too far ahead of me, or I'm going to have a hell of a time catching up. Same goes for you as well, of course. I do hope we'll have an opportunity to meet again one day. As do I. One last warning. I fear the Empire has some stormy tides ahead of it. I would advocate all non-essential travel there. That's concerning. Please be careful, Major. As long as this idiot pulls his weight, we should be able to avoid the worst case scenario. If you'd all pray Adios doesn't give up on him, I'd appreciate it. Sure thing, praying is kind of what we church folk do. I can't think of a simpler, more enjoyable request. How tragic is it that you all have so little trust in me? Oh, by the way, but they do say that people bully those they love the most. You are no exception to that, are you, love? Am I to take that as confirmation that you would like to be dragged out of here by the scruff of your neck? I'd rather walk. Well then, everyone, until our next meeting. He managed to keep pretending he was fine until the very end. So you two are next, then. This is it. Most of the people here I could go and see if I set my mind to it. But as for you two, Estelle and Joshua, take care of that journey of yours. No problem. We'll be sure to keep writing to you as often as we can. There's no need to send so many of them. It won't be easy for my replies to reach you. Plus, there seems to be a lot of maintenance work going on in the Orbital Communications Network. If you really need me, just get in touch with the Gransel branch. We will. You can always get in touch with us if you need us in some way. It's gonna suck not being able to see you again for a while though, Estelle. But it's especially gonna suck not to be able to see Ren or Tita. And you, Reese. Me? Duh! I was really happy to get to know you. So if you ever want to come to Liberl for work or whatever, come see me, okay? I'll give you the scoop of my favorite ice cream spots. I'd be happy to accept that invitation. Coming to Liberl is now a top priority. Let's not forget about work now. At least you'll be easy enough to see again, Tita. I should be able to pop over and mess with you anytime you had scary boy toys not hovering over you. Don't even think about it, kiddo. How serious am I? How serious I am is for me to know. Okay, just one more thing before I go. Ren? Do you like Estelle? You like Estelle and Joshua, don't you? What? That's what matters the most. I want you to keep that question in mind as a favor for your big sister, Annalise. What do you mean? Annalise? Oh, and I expect a bajillion hugs next time I see you. I'm not going to let you get away. Alright, I think we've hung around long enough. See you later. Take care, Shara. Thank you both for sticking with us. Guess we might as well be on the next ones up. Yeah. This is it, huh? Time to say farewell. We'll miss you both. You too, Ren. You mean it, Tita? I can't say anything thought-provoking like Annalise. And I don't have the power to chase after you like Estelle and Joshua. But I'll always be waiting. I'll always be waiting for the day you three come back to Liberl together. It's okay to hope for that, right? Please, you can do whatever you like. As long as it's not getting sloppy with finishing your orbital gear, you better finish that. Patermatter welcomes all challengers. I will. Kids sure are violent these days. Like Shara said, you take care, guys. Especially you, Estelle. You ain't a rookie now, so make sure you start looking before you leap. I know. Just try not to fight with Tita's mom every other second. Hey, I'm not the one picking fights. She's the one who's always trying to make my life hell. I'm already dreading going back and getting blamed for Tita ending up here. Yeah, I'm sure she'll find some way to pin this all on you. You're only laughing because you ain't gonna be the one on the receiving end. Oh, and one last thing, I've got something to say to you. Me. The first time I met you, I thought you were some sketchy weirdo, but you showed me some real guts this time. Good on you. I say something funny? No, I just never thought the day would come when you'd praise me. What brought that on? No real reason. Just my way of saying let's keep on trucking. Thanks. Cram it. Ready, Tita? Yep. I think that marks our turn, Julia. As you wish. Chloe. I guess this is goodbye for now. I'm afraid so. This was an opportunity that I never thought to be blessed with. I owe Adios my deepest thanks for being able to see you two again. Us too. I'll keep writing to you, Chloe. Count on it. I won't get my hopes up next letter will be anytime soon. And Josette? What's up? I really enjoyed spending time with you. I'd love to have the opportunity to hang out again. Sure, we'll make it happen. We have a few hobbies in common, so I bet we could talk for hours. Work will mean I have to go to Gransel a lot anyway, so I'll make sure to get a chance. I'm looking forward to it. If you're feeling jealous, you've got, like, nothing in common with her. Maybe you should try taking up baking or handicrafts. Can't wait to see the efforts of someone with all the creativity and dexterity of a drunk palm. I wish I could disagree, but you totally got me. It's okay, Estelle. No one's good at everything. Please don't feel obligated to say anything to me. I'm not your ancestor, but merely a sentient replica of her. Even so, I still wish you could have the chance to meet my grandmother. I'm nowhere near as capable or intelligent as she. And after meeting me, I can only imagine you must be so disappointed. It's almost eerie how much you remind me of myself. I do? I imagine your grandmother must feel the same way. There's nothing to be ashamed of if you don't know which way you should be sometimes. Just follow your heart. It'll never betray you. One day, you'll be able to spread your wings wide and fly. I'm sure of it. I can certainly hope. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Well, I suppose we should be going. Before we do, after we return, Kevin, I imagine things will be a little more chaotic. So should we require the church's help again, I expect you to be there. Sure thing. I'll be getting in touch with the congregation for the sacraments after I get out of here and decide what to do next. Very well then, everyone. Take care of yourselves. I'm going to guess Josette and Ren are going to head out. Well, I'm up. No? Just Josette. I'm glad we had this time together, Josette. If you're going to try and force yourself to say something all emotional and crap, save it. I don't want to hear it from you. Oh, that's real swell. If it looked like you and Joshua were finally breaking up, then I was going to use this chance to take him from you. But if only I was so lucky. Actually, you want to come through the gate at the same time as me, Joshua? Maybe you'll reappear in the same place if we do. I'm on to you, Missy. Hands off. Do you guys really have to fight this way, right at the very end? You stay out of this! Sorry. Damn, man. This is such a pathetic spectacle. You know something? It actually was fun being with you, Estelle. In a way. Yeah, I can say the same thing to you. In a way. Don't overdo it with that business of yours. Your line of work's like ours. You're out of luck if you hurt yourself sick. Right back at you. But you go causing trouble for yourself all you like. Just don't go getting hurt or causing any for Joshua. I don't think I'll ever meet two people who hate each other this much who are so similar. Anyway, guess I should actually get going. I'll be sure to write you, Joshua. Thanks. Can't wait to hear from you. Sounds like you two are going to have your real work cut out for you. Take care, alright? Thanks. May the goddess's light shine upon you and your ship. Can't ask for better from a sister. Thanks. Alright, later. Are you okay, Ren? You've been kind of quiet for a while now. Why? Why is everyone smiling? What do you mean? I mean, you're all saying goodbye. For all you know, you might not see each other again. So why do you all look so happy? Everyone keeps saying they're all sad to see one another go. Why don't you all just stay here then? As long as the garden's here, everyone can stay and turn this place into whatever they want it to be. We can laugh and have fun tea parties forever and ever. Why? I get it now. It hurts you to think that we might never see them again, doesn't it? Joshua. It hurts that no matter how much you care about someone, no matter how much you want to be with them, you might never see them again. Of course not. It's not even possible. Even when I heard that Louve was dead, it didn't hurt one bit. I was sad, but it didn't hurt. That's because that's not the same. The reason it didn't hurt is because you were able to accept Louve's death. You knew that there was no chance you'd ever be able to see him again. And that was why you were able to grieve. But this is a chance knowing that you could meet the people you care about, but at the same time, maybe you can't. In some ways, that's even more painful than never being able to see someone again. You're wrong. That's why you... You're wrong, wrong, wrong. Should I tell you, Ren? Tell you why everyone was able to smile as I said goodbye? I don't want to know. I don't need to know. Well, too bad. I'm going to tell you anyway. It's because no matter how much you love someone or how much you hate someone, eventually you'll end up having to part from them. That goes for everyone. No exceptions. Everyone? Yep. Even me and Joshua. Even if we get married, have kids, and live out the rest of our lives happily together, eventually one of us is going to die and leave the other one behind. We can't rule out the possibility that one of us, or both of us, might lose our lives in an accident. We could even fall out of love someday. Every day you spend with someone could turn out to be the last, and that's the reality all of us have to face and fight every day. And that's why we have to smile. When everyone smiles, we don't have to worry about the sad stuff, and we can be positive together. We know we're not alone and that everyone else feels the same way we do. And the best of all, it fills us with excitement at the thought of when and how we might next see each other. So we put our bravest face and promise to never to meet again, whether it comes true or not, and we go back to our lives and keep going. That's how it is for everyone. It's really everyone? You too. So, will you try to smile with us? Me. Maybe I can't promise we can be together forever, but I can tell that we really do love you. That's why I want to watch over you, at least until you become a grown-up. If that's what you want to, then I'll do what I can to be by your side. Alright. Then when you grow up, maybe you'll decide you want to do something with your life that means we have to part ways. And if it happens, that's okay. But if it does, then we'll part ways with a big smile. How does that sound? You don't need to decide on what you want to do for now. The choice is yours to make. We've already made up our minds on what we want to do. We want to be your family, Ren. Like Joshua said, we can't force you if you don't want to be with us. Dad's given his okay. All that's left is yours. Enough! If that's what you want, then I'm gonna run and run and run. I'm gonna run so fast you'll never be able to catch me. So we're ready for that. You can keep running for as long as it takes to make up your mind, one way or the other. But just so you know, I'm really bad at knowing when to call it quits. You might be really good at playing hide and seek, but no hiding place could stay undiscovered forever. I hate you. I hate you both. But I love you both just as much. We finally got to tell her. We finally got to tell her how we feel. We did. Joshua, you did great, Estelle. Still, the hardest part's still yet to come. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for making you wait through that, guys. But now I think it's time we went too. Don't sweat it. You're going to get back to chasing her the second you get out of here. Good luck. Don't give in. I'm sure it'll work out. May the goddess's blessing be with you all three. I'll be looking forward to the next we meet. And I'll be praying that the three of you will all be together when that time comes. We will. I'll make it happen. Till next time. Those two really are something special. You're telling me. Just looking at those two go, I can't help but feel that maybe Rufina's dream isn't impossible. Me too. Which means all the more that we'll need to get to work on making it a reality. Yeah, it's time to go. Get out. Hey, Oh yeah, Gilbert. Oh my. Huh. You're awful. Was giving me that half-hearted explanation, then vanishing the best you could do? I'm sorry, I did have a lot to do at the time. Still, that explanation was enough to allow you to reach here, wasn't it? Eventually, but I had a hell of a time getting here. I'm no good with directions. I had groups of angels chasing after me, chariots trying to run me over. Anyways, what's with all the shaking? Oh, right, so apparently the castle's gonna collapse soon. That door will let you return to our world, so go on ahead and get through it. Why are you always telling me this now? I'm out of here. By all means, thank you for your help. Hey, you played an important part in making it through for all for us. When we get out of here, we'll be enemies again, but there's no harm in acknowledging that. Just don't go causing too much trouble out there. Worry about yourselves first. Next time we meet, I'll be a changed man, higher ranking and much stronger. Mark your words. You mark my words. Please hurry. I doubt this castle has much more than a few minutes. Got it. What will happen after you go, by the way? I imagine I will return into my lengthy slumber in the garden, in the same state I was before the Lord of Phantasma first appeared. And I will remain that way until this land of Phantasma finishes disappearing. After that, I can finally be free from duty, which keeps me here. Thanks for everything. Time to go! So that was Trails in the Sky the Third. It was good. It was also quite a bit shorter than I expected, but this is what someone in the subreddit told me, that this is the equivalent of what is called a bonus disc back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. PC games and sometimes console games would come with a bonus disc, which is just an epilogue, some extra little bits of content. That's effectively what we had here. This one's just quite a bit meatier than most bonus discs were. And I can safely say I genuinely enjoyed this game. If I had to rank all three Trails in the Sky games from best to worst, in my own humble opinion, none of them are bad by the way, in my own humble opinion, the best one is Trails in the Sky Second Chapter, followed by the third, followed by the first. 2, 3, 1 isn't in that order, is my favorites. I don't really have any real criticism. The game was a bit easier than I expected, but I played on easy mode. And that final boss still kicked my ass. So I made the right decision. So next on the agenda is, I don't know, honestly. It is still January when I'm recording this. It is January the 20th when I am recording this. So I don't even know when I'm going to be able to start the Crossspell duology, Trails from Zero on the Switch. I've got other games to play in between then, and I've got a lot of editing to do and editing and scheduling to do. But I can definitely say I'm glad that I played this, and I was glad I was able to experience it. My main goal is to play all Trails games by the end of the year. That is what I'm trying to achieve. All I gotta do is play Crossspell, Reverie, and Daybreak when it comes out. And then whatever's after Daybreak, which is probably gonna come out next year. That's just how it goes. I don't really have anything else to say other than I'm gonna let the credits roll. Thank you all for watching. Yeah, I didn't think it was quite over just yet. I'm glad I didn't just stop the recording. This Merkaba unit. Septian Church, Gralsenritter operated Special Operations Airship, Merkaba number 1. The First Dominion. I think I have a rough idea of the situation now. When able to confirm the safety of the 6 you mentioned. Prince Oliver Rice Honor, Mueller Vander, Zen Vathic, Josette Capua, Estelle and Joshua Bright. All of them have returned safely to our world. Really? That's a relief. I was able to confirm the safety of the ones who ended up in Liberl myself. It was just those 6 I was concerned about. Well, and those 2 from Ouroboros, but I'm not sure either of them have the chance of checking up on those 2. Unfortunately not. Still, this certainly wasn't what I was expecting to happen when I gave you that mission. The Oriel left us a nasty little present, didn't it? That's one way of putting it. Either way, I'll give you my full report as soon as possible. Wrapping things up on my end seems like it'll take a while longer. Hopefully not too much longer. I look forward to it. You've changed since we last spoke. I'm surprised. The Kevin I know wouldn't care to know whether those he'd been involved with were safe or not. I can only imagine a lot has happened in this phantasma. Putting it lightly. Like I said, I'll fill you in as soon as I'm back. I've got something I want to tell you on a personal level. Oh, color me curious. Regardless, I'm glad you 2 returned safely. Perhaps we should all go and get some drinks together after you return. I'd be happy to. Oh yeah, I've got something I want to ask. Is it possible for a Dominion to change their title after choosing one? What? I found something other than hunting heretics that I want to do. I still intend to fulfill my duties as a Dominion. Don't worry about that, just... Commander? So that's a no, then. A Dominion wanted to change their title. And 1,000 years of the Gralsnooter has ever existed. That's not something that happens very often. But it's not entirely unprecedented either. Then, go ahead and think up something fitting for yourself before we next meet. If you fail to, I'll give you a new one as myself as punishment. And trust me, you won't like it. The Blue Shooting Star, or maybe Black Arrow. I'm pretty sure Black Arrow is a Tolkien reference. What's with the silence? Kevin, as your former instructor, allow me to give you one piece of heartfelt advice. Sure. Unless you want to live the rest of your life in abject shame, then for the love of Adios, get Reese to help you pick a name. Don't even think of choosing alone. I said that backwards, but it still worked out. Thank you for staying with Trails in the Sky until the very end. While the story has told all it has to tell, there are still plenty more adventures to be discovered across Zumeria.